How y'all doing? How y'all feeling today? It's Will back with another video. I gotta come up with an intro. I just bought this microphone, so if I'm talking low or loud, don't mind it. It's my first time kind of using it in a full video format. So, I know y'all ain't seen my face in a very long time. I don't think I've dropped a video on this channel in probably over about 2 years or so. I do drop daily reels and shorts on YouTube Shorts. But I just wanted to come to you guys and talk to y'all about life and just to experience with everything. I'm finally reaching a point now in my life where I feel like I can do all the things that I wanted to do at a younger age. I always dreamed about like having something where a platform, where I could talk and I could put out good positivity on the world. Is something I always wanted to do. I just never had the opportunity to be consistent with everything. And now, with me having a clothing brand and becoming a fashion designer, and doing interviews, it got me in the world of just doing daily content. And with doing daily content, I've gotten to the point where now I'm just posting as much as I possibly can, so I'm actually able to start doing my YouTube videos. I just wanted to start thinking about what type of content. I know I wanted to do motivational videos, just speaking on topics. So I know I'm talking y'all ear off a little bit. So we're gonna get into today's video. And today's video is going to be about the streets is not going nowhere. And I'm talking to all my young brothers and even my older brothers that still got some of this issue of chasing after women and, being lustful. And there's nothing wrong with, I want to say, chasing a woman. But being lustful and allowing your lustfulness to control you is a mistake for any man, in any situation, because you can be taken advantage of and you will be prone to doing things you wouldn't do if that lust was removed from you and you looked at it with a pure eye and, with a pure mind instead of being lustful. And I'm saying lustful because that's like the PG word to say. We all know what I mean. But so this is something that I've learned. As y'all know, I'm only 24, but I kind of grew up fast. I've all been staying by myself since I was 17. I think I got kicked out 3 days after I turned 18, technically. So I've been staying by myself since I was 18 and having a life, being in a relationship, getting out of a relationship, being in the streets, thirsty, getting girls, wanting to get every girl I talk to, wanting to bag everything I like, wanting to, you know what I'm saying? I already know how the game go. I done had the baddies. I done had, some quickies I regret. And from what I take from all that is that it's not worth losing and missing out on your future. 1,000%. I know that sounds cliche, and I do love some of the experiences I may have had in my life, and I don't regret nothing. But I would be a way smarter version of myself, more financially fluent version of myself, if I did that less. All the nights that I spent kicking it and looking for something or driving 2 hours away to get like just doing fried stuff. And I know it's not fried because it's stuff that we all do. I'm just like y'all watching this, especially if you're a guy, of course. I'm just like y'all watching this. It's gonna be something where you gonna come through and you gonna always want to chase that, especially if you like it, you like how it look, you gonna want it. And just being able to understand from a wider perspective, just taking a look at everything, like how productive is this for me right now? Is she adding value to my life or is she a distraction? What type of work I gotta do for this woman? What does this woman do for me? Now, I ain't saying I talk to no girls. I never tell you all that, but you gotta keep the right ones around you. Whether it's just a female or just just a female friend. Not a female friend, but if it's your girl or just a female friend, you got to keep the right ones around you. I think all females got to play a role in your life. You can't just have girls that's around that you just taking on dates and cracking, because at the end of the day, if they not the best thing if they not completely satisfying you all the way sexually, then 9 times out of 10 it's not worth your time. Even if they is satisfying you all the way sexually, what is that doing for you long term? Where is this woman, where else is this woman putting her body at? That's another thing. These girls, it's a wicked world out here. I would never lie to y'all. It's a very, very wicked world. I done had girls tell me I was their baby daddy, and I believed it for months. Taking care of a girl, taking care of the kids, not knowing I wasn't a daddy. You know what I'm saying? I done been through a lot as far as with women, and as a person that done, like I said, I done had the baddies, I done had some uglies, and I done really went through all the experiences. I could tell y'all it's really not worth missing out on gaining knowledge, learning a new skill. It's not worth getting a degree. None of that is worth it. You shouldn't be jeopardizing your livelihood for some ass. You know what I'm saying? That's the best way I could tell you. I'm trying to keep it very PG because this is YouTube. Y'all know how I could talk sometimes. But no, nothing that is short term is worth jeopardizing long term. That's the best way I can say it. That's the best PG way I can say it. Now, if you got a girl that doing everything you ask, that's different. You got somebody that's supporting you and helping you get through life. That all and on top of all of that, satisfying you. That's different. You know what I'm saying? But you shouldn't be out here letting people use you. You shouldn't be just doing stuff with your money willy nilly. I know we live in social media where it's a world where you're conditioned to think you got to spend money on a girl, but that's not true, y'all. I'll be 1,000 with y'all, man. I done had a lot of different women, and not saying it like that, but because of respect to my lady, not saying it like that, but from what I could say is you don't got to spend no money on no girls. Like, I know girls that date people that play for the Browns, and you will be surprised. Like, it's just all social media. Tricking the black man into thinking, not even a black man, all males, because even Caucasian guys get it bad because a lot of older guys, they just be used to just spending and paying for stuff. I've never paid for anything. I'm not with that. I'm against the whole idea that if you're spending time with it, you might well just do that. That's kind of loser talk to me. I would say that you should be able to make a girl laugh and get what you want. You should be able to talk in a girl's ear and get what you want. If you're not capable of doing that, you shouldn't be talking to girls anyway. Because why are you chasing women and you not even the best version of yourself? They gonna look at you like a goofy. Yo, if y'all think I could get the same girls that I can today, that I could have got them 4 or 5 years ago, I would be lying to you, bro. I would be lying to you. Like, look at me. I would be lying to y'all. Like, it's a complete difference now that I have got my life together. Now that I have stuff going for myself, I get looked at and treated completely differently compared to how I was when I was a unknown commodity. And I'm not saying that is genuine, because it's probably not. But you still would rather somebody be fake nice to you than treat you like a lame. Especially a girl. So another thing is you really can't trust women. You shouldn't be telling nobody your deep darkest secrets. So if you can't tell them your deep darkest secrets, but you all got them around you, they shouldn't be around you. You know how many times I've let somebody have like some access to me that could say some shit like, "Oh yeah, Will socks dirty," and it's only because I was being lustful. If I was never being lustful, I would have never even created that situation, because that person would have never even been in my presence, because I didn't even really like her. I don't know if y'all like me, but I don't be liking people girls be bird brains. Now that I got a girlfriend, it's good that I don't have to deal with that nonsense no more. But I just remember, bro, I used to be arguing like every other day with a bit, like every other day, like just over stupid shit. Like I know y'all probably do the same stuff now. So let's just take one and know one. But I would just say you got to stay focused, stay disciplined, write down your goals. There's no reason you should be an adult. There's no reason you should be over the age of 16 and not have no goals. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. You should have a long list of goals that's reachable within a year, reachable within 3 years, reachable within 10 years, and you should hold yourself accountable to those goals. If you're not doing that, you're not taking your life seriously enough. You're never going to be no different than an average Joe working at Best Buy, working at Costco, making $18 to $22 an hour, living check to check. You're never going to be no different. ever. And no job, you can work your way up within the job and maybe get some stability like that. But I would recommend everybody to have their own way of income and their own way of making money. You never want to be too reliant on one source of income. We'll get into that on a different day, but just to go over everything, you guys don't want to be thinking lustful. You want to be thinking as long term and smartly as possible. The thought of writing down your goals and holding yourself accountable is going to play within all your decisions in life. And when you start thinking about it, like, hey, am I being lustful, or do I actually now? When I say this, don't get me wrong, y'all. If a girl gonna do what you need done, cool. You know, PG, cool. But when it comes to texting Samaya on Instagram and sending her money and trying to get her to go on a date, you gotta cut that shit out. Like, we all do it. I'm not saying, I'm just throwing her name out just because, but you all got that one person that's trying to get their attention, and you doing all this extra shit, and you texting, and you look at their page, and you thinking of what to take back, and all this thoughts and brain power wasted on nothing, on girls that you're not gonna ever do nothing with. It's a waste of time, bro. You gotta start having putting that same energy into bettering yourself, into bettering your life, into bettering your opportunities. It's your boy Will. I gotta think of an intro. My intro was kind of weak. I think this was a good first little fire video. I literally recorded this holding it, so you probably gonna see my thumb and my hand pop up a little bit. But hit that damn subscribe button. I'm gonna start dropping more consistent content on here. I might do it like this. Y'all let me know how y'all like it. I do gotta get it set up. I do got the microphone. I do got a tripod. I'm being lazy right now. I could have set the tripod up. It would have been like on some. Oh yeah, shop the brand. Could have set the tripod up, but first video back. Y'all let me know how it go. What other topics y'all want to hear? Y'all comment that if y'all made it this far in the video. I'm gonna just dig at some topics anyway, cause I'm not expecting nobody to comment. Cause I mean, I ain't dropped a video in a long time, so I don't deserve no comments anyway yet. But we gonna lock in, tap in. Love y'all. I'm out. Peace.